compassion. Now, right to achieve happy life, right to overcome suffering. Hello, good morning. So firstly, I want to express my appreciation to the organizer. They're headed by Tromdo Rinpoche. So I very much appreciate. At the beginning, I usually reasons the relevance of religion in modern time. I believe, and also many my friends agree, there should be a secular way to bring peace of mind. That I will touch at public talk. Now, respected mayors and brothers and sisters, I am extremely happy come Milano once more and meeting with a long time, some of the long time friends, and of course many new friends. I think here one Muslim seems. So I am very happy. And indeed, I very much appreciate the mayor's sort of welcome speech. And you touched the importance of human value. I very much appreciate. My main concern is two things. Number one, promotion of human value. Number two, promotion of religious harmony. So in these two fields, I feel public eventually can do in order to promote human value in human society. The beginning must start from individual. So firstly, in order to get more comfortable, my eye, I put this hat, so I need some permission from you. Non-violence is not just a mere absence of violence, but non-violence is that there is sort of also the situation, the violence ready to happen, but then intentionally or deliberately restrain commitment of violence. So, how to develop the restraint? You need determination, willpower. That willpower comes through, I think, two factors. One factor, warm-heartedness, compassion. That's inner peace. One factor, holistic view. The compassion brings some kind of sort of sense of respect other. So violence harms other. Right? Therefore, one aspect is warm-heartedness. Another, holistic. Even you involve violence, what use? It really solves your problem through violence. That's the thing. For narrow-mindedness, right? For narrow-minded, short-sighted, and particularly human mind dominated by emotions, or human intelligence dominated by destructive emotions, and emotion become out of control, then you can't see the reality. Simply, you see, you want to kill, you want to do something. So that's actually mad mind. Through that way, you can't see the reality. So all your method become unrealistic. So unrealistic method bring disaster. Not only fail what you want, but also create a lot of other unexpected sort of consequences. So therefore, in order to sort of carry non-violent method, you need two things. Strong will, determination, based on compassion, warm-heartedness, and also the awareness of the fuller picture. Then you determine violence is unrealistic method, and particularly now these days. In ancient time, people more or less remain, isolated and more or less sort of independent. Now today's world is everything interdependent. For example, the global economy, everything now interdependent. An environmental issue, everything interdependent. And one family is a life related with the whole society. This society's future very much related with other society. This nation's future related with the other nation. This continent's sort of future depend on other continent. That's the reality. So under that circumstances, violence is foolish way, unrealistic way. So understand that, then you develop determination, no matter what sort of difficulties, I have to solve this problem through non-violent way. In order to achieve peace, long-lasting peace, that peace not through weapon, but through inner peace. So the sensible way to achieve peace is through inner peace. Usually disturbances in our mind mainly come from certain emotions, not external matters. For example, you're surrounded by many hostile things, hostility. But if your mind still calm, then the external, even so-called enemy, cannot destroy your inner peace. So inner peace destroyed by our inner negative force. That is anger, hatred, fear, these things. So therefore, in order to achieve world peace, firstly, we need inner disarmament. That means deliberately reduce anger, hatred, these things. And compassion bring us self-confidence, inner strength. So therefore, through one way, try to increase our compassion. Another, deliberately, with sort of fuller knowledge or awareness, destructiveness of these negative emotions, then deliberately try to reduce. So that some kind of inner disarmament. Then through inner disarmament, and eventually we must achieve external disarmament. Already the real threat of nuclear holocaust from Eastern Bloc, Western Bloc, that kind of thing, now already gone. With disappearance of Berlin Wall, now that real threat now also gone. It's a very, very good thing. And also the talks, the limitation of nuclear weapons. Wonderful. This is our first step. Then, step by step, we have to think to complete ban of nuclear weapon, complete elimination of nuclear weapon, then biological weapons, then offensive weapons. And eventually, our world should be demilitarized world. That's the external disarmament. Such things as people may feel these are just like dream or unrealistic. But I believe if we look our world more pessimistic way and doing nothing is our failure. Better to have some optimistic way, have some kind of visions. Then, of course, dream-utilized world, my generation, my life will not see. But doesn't matter. Have some kind of vision. Then make effort and educate our younger generation, give them hope, give them sort of certain visions. That's my feeling. So one my friend once he suggested, give me a suggestion to achieve, what is it, no longer war. One way, as I mentioned earlier, demilitarize. Another is unified force, like German Franco unified force. These are now today actually there. So that unified force is the best guarantee, no longer danger of conflict between these two nations. So we already have European Union. Italy, also one important member of the European Union. So eventually, whole sort of member state of European Union try to create not only just economic zone, but also try to create a unified force. Then that's the best guarantee, no longer any danger of military conflict between member states. Then there's a first regional basis, Arab, Africa, Latin America, and Asia. I often see expressing one day Indo-China or Sino-Indian unified force once materialized, that's the really best guarantee of no danger of conflict on that huge continent, as I really feel. So that also one sort of method to unified force. We should make this century a century of dialogue, a century of peace. Any problem, any conflict must solve through dialogue. That means through nonviolence. So our past century, 20th century, in reality, that century become century of bloodshed. Therefore, now this century, 21st century, although the beginning of the century, not a very healthy one, but we have to make every effort, including our prayer. This century should be century of dialogue. Oh. Now, I think here I want to deal with the religious harmony. Now today, we also seeing conflict, some cases involve religious faith. Look, Northern Ireland. Now, fortunately, things improving. But some time back, fighting. Although political issue, but eventually name of religion involved, Protestant, Catholic fighting. So, very unfortunate. Now today, I really happy one Muslim spiritual brother here. Now among Muslim, Shia and Sunni, sometimes, they say, fighting or killing. Very unfortunate. So in Sri Lanka, although again political, but then some cases some people get impression, conflict between Hindu and Buddhist. These are really terrible. We really need special effort from time to time to promote religious harmony. It's very essential. Now, since September 11th event happened, I'm a Buddhist. I'm outsider of Islam. But now I voluntarily making sort of effort, making act as a defender of great Islam. So it is really, many my Muslim brothers, very few sisters. Many Muslim brothers, you see, explain to me, if anyone who creates bloodshed is essentially not Islam, not Muslim. And furthermore, you see, there are reasons they say a true Muslim, true follower of Islam, if you should love towards entire creature as much as your love to Allah. Wonderful. All creature created by Allah. So if you really respect Allah, you must respect entire creature. You must love entire creature. So, if you truly, you see, believe these things, if you truly implement, then wonderful. We really need constant effort to promote understanding among different traditions. Few months ago, I was in Lisbon. One interfaith service took in a mosque. It's the first time interfaith meeting in a mosque. The certain atmosphere, very wonderful atmosphere. And after interfaith meeting, we went to the main university hall and meditation or silence meditation. Oh, wonderful. So, I always making effort to promote religious harmony. In spite of different philosophy, some say there is God, some say no God. Big difference. Doesn't matter. Important is, what is the message of God? What is the real sort of purpose of the theory of law of causality? Same. You should be a compassionate person. You don't practice killing, stealing, sex abuse, not telling lie. These things, same. Use different method, but same purpose. So we must look the sort of result, not the causes. If you, when you go to, let's say, the restaurant, and then the sensible thing is, enjoy it. All the different foods, enjoy it. That's the sensible thing. Rather, argument, this food's material come from that, this is something, that, this is something, this come from that, this come from that. This is senseless. Better to eat, better to enjoy. So like those different religions, or different philosophy, instead of argue, oh, your philosophy is wrong, your philosophy is right, Instead of that, simply be a compassionate, sensible person. That's the purpose of these religions. So there are common ground, common purpose, and different method really necessary according different mental disposition. So that's realistic. That's reality. So we have to adopt realistic approach or realistic view. So now I will touch a little bit about the inner peace. Now, inner peace, as I mentioned earlier, they very much related with compassion. Now here, all major religious tradition carry same message of love, compassion, forgiveness, these things. To those people who are, who have religions and serious and sincere, then certainly one's own religion have a great potential to further increase our compassion or warm-heartedness. Now to those non-believers who have no particular religious interest, or even some hate religion, then sometimes the people who have no interest about religion, then they also no interest about compassion, because they consider practice of compassion, these things are religious matter. So that's absolutely wrong. Whether you look religion or positive or negative, that's up to individual. If you have no interest, doesn't matter. Okay. But there's no point to neglect about compassion. Why? Firstly, we come from our mother. Like human being, other mammals, birds, who come from their mother and who survive entirely depend on others' care. Then by biological factor, there's certain emotion which bring together. That's the affection. That's a necessary. So these are biological factors. So my own case, my mother, very, very kind. So today, I have some amount of compassion. The seed, first seed, that come from my mother, not from Buddhist teaching. And eventually, afterward, then I studied Buddhism and practiced Buddhism. So certainly, further increased. But first seed come from my mother. So if I haven't have that kind of mother, or my parent abused me or harms on me, then today I may find it difficult to practice compassion. So therefore, seed of compassion is a biological factor, because it need for survival. Very simple reason. And also proper growth. Again, affection is very essential. According some scientists, they experiment on monkey baby. Some monkey baby separated from their mother, some remained together. So then they found those young monkey with mother always playful and very few occasion of fighting, quarrel. Those monkey who separate from their mother, always unhappy, tense, and often fighting. So therefore, they not only survival, but also you see growth very much related with others' care, others' affection. So now medical scientists, now these are our common sense or common experience. Now according to modern science, now medical scientists, they found more practice of compassion, result less stress, anxiety, more calm, result better blood circulation and less blood pressure. And they actually more compassionate person, their immune system, some cases even increasing. Constant anger, hatred, actually eating our immune system. So, compassion and spirit of forgiveness, these very helpful for our health. So through that way, our longevity also, more calm mind, more compassionate mind, they are life longer. So these are the material which we can teach people from kindergarten. Of course, everybody, everywhere, we see teaching health care, these things. So this should be included. So the proper promotion of human value, compassion, not through religious sort of teaching, but through education is, I think, very important. So modern education, up to now, not sufficient pay attention about the importance of warm-heartedness. So in modern education system, I think we are lacking the special sort of pay attention about importance of warm-heartedness. So some my friend, even some NGOs, some universities, is carrying some research work, how to introduce in modern education curriculum so systematic sort of information about the importance of warm-heartedness. So that I think very, very important. So that I call secular way to promote secular ethics. So here I want to mention, secular does not mean against religion. Some my friend, consider the word secular means some kind of rejection or disrespect about religion. That's not the case. When I say secular means, according to India's constitution itself based on secularism. And Mahatma Gandhi, he very much believed secularism. But he carried prayers from old traditions in daily, some chanting, some prayer. So he is very much religious-minded. So the secular, who believes secularism, does not mean against religion. Certainly not. So secular means no preference, one particular religion. Respect all religions, and including non-believer. So therefore, I think the secular sort of ethics should be there. So secular ethics through secular way to promote, mainly through education, on the basis of common sense, common experience, and latest scientific findings.